Hi guys, and welcome to another beer review. So today we're going back over to the Mikkeller brewery over in Denmark, and this was part of my December Mikkeller beer mailbox, but I think you can at this point still buy it individually from their website. So if you've been interested at all by any of the Mikkeller reviews that I've done on this channel, which are primarily from the Mikkeller beer mails, then I'm going to put my referral link down below so you can check them out for yourselves if it's something for you. Give it a try once. If you're not too big of a fan, you've not really wasted too much money. And from my own personal experience, I've yet to try a genuinely bad Mikkeller beer from their beer mails. So, terrible promotional stuff aside, which, I've not been asked to do that. It's just I've got a referral link. It helps you out, it helps me out. Fair enough. But yeah, so today we're going over and having a look at the Mosaic Double IPA, or IIPA as it says on the can. And excuse me. Fantastic artwork once again from Keith Shaw. He really just does some phenomenal work. And yeah, a very pretty can indeed. And you'll have to excuse me because I've already had a few beers this evening. So I think this was brewed over in De Prof, over in Belgium. And 330ml can. And 8.9% ABV, or is that 6.9% ABV? You'll see the correct information down below. And yeah, finishing my evening when I'm not destroying my camera. Finishing my evening with this beer, and afterwards I've got some nice smoked cheddar with paprika on some rye bread to hopefully complement the beer perfectly. But yeah, big fan of Mikkeller. And yeah, very much excited to see what this beer presents. I love the sound of a can opening. But yeah, beer in the glass then. And I poured that a little bit too aggressively. But yeah, lovely deep sort of amber sunset colour to it. It's not exactly see-through, but it's not the cloudiest beer that I've ever seen, but lovely like copper haziness there. And my terrible pour led to a 2 fingers worth of a slightly off-white, compact, foamy looking head. So it certainly looks the part in terms of the style. So we shall see what we get on the aroma. And it's got this sort of like tropical essence to it, but there's like this slight muskiness as well. I mean, being that it's a higher ABV sort of double IPA, those malts do come into play a lot more. Lovely sweet caramel, cakey malts, mixing with that lovely tropicalness from that Mosaic hop. And it's got like a really nice earthy dankness to it. Reminds me of like caramelized onions and garlic. You fried some onions off. But yeah, lovely resiny, hoppy character, slight tropical tones, not too much though. A little bit of mango, a lot of grapefruit, a lot of pine needle in this one. Very resiny. And it doesn't smell alcoholic, but it's got a really bold aroma to it. So yeah, I'm very excited to try this one. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Ooh. Very resiny I find with this one. It has like a very pronounced earthiness to it. Yeah, lovely bold body. It's got a nice malty backbone. And we get like a slight like pasta flavour on the back end. Very, very odd. I don't think I've ever picked that up before. This is very, very dank, very resiny, very oily, if that makes sense. I mean, I know I've had quite a few Mosaic IPAs where they bring these like tropical flavours to the forefront. You'll find it a lot in some of the more New England style IPAs, I find anyway. But this, it's all about that dank sweetness. Lovely balance of earthiness in there as well. Drinking very, very easily. I mean, especially for... I'm probably reading this wrong because the writing's a little bit hard, especially when it's like green on a black background. But I'm sure that says 8.9%. I'm not drinking like that at all. Very, very moorish. There's a really big earthiness on this beer, actually, the more I'm talking. This is like the perfect beer to end like your little session on, that sort of thing. Does it showcase the Mosaic the way I expect it to? Not really, but is it a well-brewed double IPA? Hell yeah, that's absolutely lovely. I've been craving beers like this for quite a long time. I know it's all about the juice, the murk, the haze, that sort of thing, but this, it's like resiny. Absolutely lovely. Really, really good. You don't get the alcohol, but you'd want to take your time because of that really powerful flavour that it has. I was getting like a slight spring onion flavour in there as well. Very intriguing for a double IPA. It's not the best showcase of the Mosaic hop, I will say that. But aside from that, I can't really fault it too much. Bitterness is high, but it's not lingering too much. Lovely bold body. Perfect mixture of sweet and savoury earthiness. Not too spicy. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different from some of the other double IPAs that I've had. I mean, I'm assuming, you know, the IIPA means double IPA, and it has those flavours. Almost has that resiny malty character you get from some triple IPAs, to be fair. But for as bold and as powerful as it is, it's so damn drinkable. Very, very crushable. Scarily crushable, in fact. And yeah, highly, highly recommended if you wanted a beer to end your little session on. So what would I give Mikkeller's Mosaic IIPA? To me, I'd happily have this again. I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. It's a really nice, bold surprise. And you know what? It's actually going to complement cheddar on rye bread perfectly because there's not too much sweetness, not too much earthiness. Lovely balance, but still powerful. It's amazing how they can, brewers can produce beers like this. And, you know, does it stand up to most of the IPAs and double IPAs now? A lot of people will probably say no, but to me, this is such a refreshing change. You know, I don't just want to drink, you know, fruit juice double IPAs all the time. Do you know what I mean? This is a really refreshing change, and for me personally, I've been wanting to drink more beers like this, where there's that like oniony, garlicky earthiness there, like slight herbaceous tones as well. Not really spicy or anything like that, but just, you know, a little bit more resiny, a little bit more dank, leaning towards the East Coast, that sort of thing. And yeah, 8 out of 10. Highly, highly recommended. So if you've tried this one, let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you're a fan of Mikkeller, let me know what some of your favourite Mikkeller beers are. If you're interested by any of the Mikkeller beers that I've reviewed, which you can check out on the Mikkeller playlist that I have created, then check out my referral link, get yourself a nice little discount, give it a go, and if you enjoy it, you get some great beers. If not, you've not really spent too much, to be fair. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, their reviews will be down below. And yeah, I really appreciate the refreshing change of a double IPA like this. So I think that works in its favour. But some people could probably take some points off it because it doesn't conform to what we expect. But I always appreciate something a little bit different. I'm a big hipster. Yeah, so I'm going to cut it there. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you'll join me next time for another beer review. Cheers.